So the first thing I'm going to do for this part is put down a boolean, and we want to make sure both of these are set to surface. We're doing subtract. And the reason I'm doing this is because you can see, if I put down a null real quick, we have a lot of this sort of stuff left over, which is just sort of part of the footprint of these more detailed buildings, and we don't really want them because we'll end up with like blocks over top of our detailed buildings, sort of ruining the nice data that's coming through on this side. So just boolean them away. Hit Shift S to use the best line type. Put down a clean. And now I also want to get rid of any like really thin pieces like this. So to do that, I'm going to use two measure nodes. The first one is going to be doing the area, and then the second one is going to do the perimeter. And then a quick wrangle. And this is going to be area to perimeter ratio. Cool, set that to primitives, and we just go if at ratio equals area divide by at perimeter. Okay. And now if we want to visualize this really quick, I'm just going to put down a color. Switch it over to primitive and do ramp from attribute. Okay, and let's sort of look at our ranges we've got. So sort of 7.4 at a high end, and then you can see we've got very low at this. Yeah, so let's adjust this to be, say, 5 maybe. And you can see how these very thin areas or small areas are coming up as dark, and these larger pieces are in the red. So this is our vis ratio, and we'll just put this off to the side here. And then I'm going to do 2 blasts. The first one is going to be think with an area that is like less than 100. We'll get rid of that. And then the second one here, anything with a ratio less than, say, 5. And we're left with basically only these 2 bits for this piece of the map, or this map, which is fine. Okay. And now we need another split. Because we're going to check this building levels attribute. So make sure that's not equal to a blank string. which it is, so the rest of them basically have no levels, but that's alright. We still want to set up as if we did have. I'm going to copy this real quick. And scale is just going to be same string to float. Building levels, and we just need to basically times that by our module scale y. So basically these will be as high as however many levels we have times our module scale in the height. And this is convert levels to scale. Okay. Merge that together with this one. Okay. Another thing we can also do is put down another attribute delete, and we can clean up any string attributes that we don't want anymore. So we don't need it building levels, and we don't need this height because we've converted it to the scale attribute. Probably don't need perimeter or the ratio anymore either, so we might as well clean those up. Okay, cool. So the next step and the last bit for doing this little part here is to generate random heights for buildings that have no data at all, and then we'll do a little bit more cleanup and we're done with our base buildings.